Hey everyone, this is Sandeep back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to give you a really good tip to make a card layout without using media queries. And we will continue to build our portfolio website. This is video number 6. So let's directly jump into the coding. Okay, so let's start with the HTML structure first. Before that, I can tell you like today we are going to work on the project section of this project and you see that, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 images I have put in for the project. So I took some images from Canva and I'm putting all those images here. So let's start with the HTML structure first. So I'll go and copy this one, and just below my hero section I'm going to paste this, and I'm going to say projects. So this is my project. So let's start with the flex container. So I'm going to create a div with the class name of projects, or I'll go with project, and inside that div I'm or we are not following the div fashion, right? I mean, we're using the section. So let's replace this with section and a section, and inside that I'm going to have 6 different divs. Now I'm going to put images, but you can put anything, like you can put text, you can put some information with heading, paragraph, with images. So I'm just creating 6 different cards. You can replace these cards with anything you want, right? Okay, so I'm going to create 6 different divs, and I'm going to give them a same class name of card. So we basically need 6 different divs. So I'm going to multiply it by 6, and there you go. I have 6 different divs created, and inside that basically I need images also. So maybe I'll go ahead and create the image also. So I'm going to use the image shortcut. So div, then I know I need to have a card, and I need 6 of them. Inside that I want images, and each image is going to have a source attribute and an alt attribute. So I'm just going to enter. See that? So I have 6 different cards created. Inside that I have the images also. So I'm just going to do some formatting just to make it, look better or readable, I would say. And I need to enter here basically. Okay, so now I'm going to use all these images, right? All these 6 images I'm going to show here. So let's start with that. So I'm going to say images, then project1.png, and I'm going to call it project1. Similarly, let me do images. This one will be project2 and project2. This one will be images. So let me put that quickly. 3, project 3. This one will be 4, project 4. This one will be 5, project 5. And the last one is images, project 6. And this will be project number 6. Okay, so I have my HTML structure ready. Let's go back to the application and see how it is looking. So see that? All those images. And they're taking their default size, whatever size they have, right? And as they are inside a section, and inside that section they are inside a div, right? They are block level elements, and each image is getting rendered as a box. So boxes, one box, second box, third box, so they're wrapping, right? So HTML structure is ready. Let's move on to the CSS part and start making it beautiful. So I'll just scroll down. I need some comments, so I'm definitely going to pick up some comments from here. Maybe I'll pick this one, And just above my media queries, I'm going to say, this is my project section. Okay. And I have my project class. So I'm going to target my project class. And the first thing I'm going to do is display flex. Once I do that, you see that I can see only one image, but the images are there. If I scroll on the right, all the images are aligned in horizontal fashion because by default flex direction is row. So I'm going to say flex, another property that is flex wrap, and I'm going to say that as a wrap. So flex wrap, what it's going to do, it's going to wrap the images. So see, it starts to write from the left hand side of the page. So it has created this image. Okay, now I don't have any space. It's going to push the next image just below that image, and similarly, so it's basically takes the items, the flex items, one item, put it inside a container, right? Do I have a space on the right hand side? If I don't have a space, it will push the content below that particular item, and it's going to do that similarly for the other flex items also. So container items, a really good terminology, and you should remember that to display flex wrap. I have given wrap. Let's use let's try to justify our content also at the center. So flex direction is row. So I'm taking all of my content and putting it to the center. Before doing that, maybe I'll show you, like, I'll give some padding to my content first. So let's go with maybe a 2 rem of padding. See this, let's see how it looks. So you'll see some padding around my images, right? Around 20 pixel padding. Now the thing is, you must be thinking, okay, I think the padding is coming, that 20 pixel padding is coming, right? And now, or maybe I'll go ahead with more padding and I'll show you, like, see that? And now I'm going to say justify content at the center. So you'll see the content coming at the center. So it's basically, I need to reduce the padding. Okay, let me do that. 2 rem. See that? So it's taking all the content at the center. So if I expand this one, see that the content is at the center. Now these images are not looking good because they are taking their default size. I want to change that. And to do that, one more thing before that, before I target the flex items, I'm going to give the background color of, say, variable, and I'll go with the primary color for this time. So I need that background color. Okay, no, primary color is not looking good. Let's go with the tertiary color, and I should have some contrast right after this color. It's looking good. Now let's target the images. So images are project, and it's have a class of card. So I'm targeting the card. Now these are my flex items. Now I'm going to tell you a trick, right? A very good trick to create a card layout which is responsive automatically. And you don't need to write any media queries for that. Such a beautiful thing. So let's do that. And for that, I'm going to use a property called flex basis. Now, what is the meaning of flex basis? It basically gives your flex item a default width and height. So I'm going to go with 40 rem value for now. So this 40 rem is nothing but, I'm just picking up some values. So this is like 400 pixel default width I'm giving to my card. So now if I go back, I don't see any changes because I've given the size to my container, but my images are still of default size. So the div, right? So I'll go back to my HTML, right? So I've given the size to my div container, not the images. So images are taking their default size. Because of that, my container is also getting expanded. Okay, this is the thing I don't like. We could do something and it pops up a link, and when I click, it goes there. Anyways. Okay, so let's target the images then, right? So I'm going to do that. Project card, and I'm going to target the image, and I'm going to say width. Take the width of my container, 100% width of my container, also take 100% width of my, sorry, height of my container, and that is the card, that div. Now if we go back, see that? Now the images, right? Because I have this is 400 pixels, so I have some space on the right hand side, that's why it's coming here. Now I need some padding inside my images also, so I'm going to say padding of, maybe I'll go with 2 rem or 1 rem here. I'll give some padding to my card. See that? I'm getting that spacing now, right? But we do have a lot of space on the right hand side and the left hand side, so probably let's try to reduce that space also. So there is one more property called flex grow, which we can use. Flex grow, what it does basically, so my container, say suppose my container size is like 100%, right? And this one is taking 30%, this one's taking 30%, so I still have that 40% space remaining. So if I give my item a flex grow value of 1, it's going to adjust itself within the size of the container. I mean, 50% will be taken by this card and 50% will be taken by this card, whatever is the available space. If I say flex grow 1, now you'll see the beautiful thing happening. See that? Such a beautiful, simple card layout using I don't say, I mean, like 5-10 properties, right? Display flex, wrap, justify content center, and then these two magical properties I have used, right? Flex basis, which sets the initial value of that particular flex item, and then I have used flex grow of 1, and we have very beautiful layout created, a card layout created. And the most important thing, it is responsive also. So now I'm going to try to do something with my responsive layout. I think something has happened. Let me try to make it 1200. Okay, now I'm going to try. See that? Can you see that? Now the cards are coming, they are getting layout in the vertical alignment, right? I can keep expanding, and even I can give you one more example where maybe I'll try to reduce this to 20 rem, so 200 pixel, right? That's the beauty, right? Now you see, right? I'm getting 3 different images and even 4, and you see that how this is getting layout. So automatically things are working, right? Now I can resize. See, a navigation menu, our main navigation, this hamburger, right? So this is looking great, I would say. I'm going to put some more, probably some filters. I'll show you some filters, how you can use those filters, right? So let's put some filters in our images. I'm going to target the image, and when I'm going to hover on the image, so I'm going to say hover state, I just want to change the filter. So there is something called a filter property which we can use, and there are so many different filters. I'll try with a grayscale value of maybe 100% grayscale, and now see that. And I'm going to say on hover of the image, right, I'm going to change the cursor to pointer. This is looking great. I don't want these two images, right? They're coming like in a big size. This 4 are coming in a small size. So probably I'll go with a 30 rem value, and let's see. See that? This is looking good. Or maybe let's try 25 probably. We need to, okay, so we need to experiment with the values, and now you see, right? I'm getting 3 different images and this nice hover effect also. And now if I resize, cool. It's looking beautiful, right? I mean, within 10 minutes, we have created such a beautiful card layout using just these properties, right? Flex basis and flex grow. And we have used some filters also. Now, there is something called a shorthand property called flex, which you can use. So I just want to show you that also. Let's try that. If I remember it correctly, flex is a shorthand for flex grow, flex shrink, and flex basis. So the first value is flex grow, so I want that value to be 1. Then flex shrink, The default value is 1, so I'm going to go ahead with a 1, and then I'll say flex basis, that will be 25 RAM. Now let's try this and let's see if we see any changes in our application. Oh, it's working fine, right? So you can use this shorthand property also when you want to use flex basis, flex grow, and even flex shrink. So I think I put some images for the projects, right? You can have, so think like, have a div. Inside that div, you can write text, you can put images, whatever you want. So, designers want to put their project as images. If you're a programmer, maybe you can write information about your project, maybe put a title, heading, and then paragraph and make them as a card layout. So you can multi-purpose this layout the way you want. So I'm going to stop here. This is what I wanted to create. In this part of the video, our portfolio site is building. We have our main navigation. We have our hero section where, we are just giving a glimpse about yourself. Then we have social media links on the left hand side and our projects. We will continue to build this website, the portfolio website, in the next part of the video also. And our site is responsive also. That is also one of the important things. So I'm going to stop here. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, you take care and goodbye.